Welcome to module number 4. So by the end of this week, we're going to be at the halfway mark. And so I want to talk a little bit before I get into today's topic about kind of where you're at, how you're feeling. And I want to do a little example for you. And I have a roll of paper towel here, and I'm going to use this as a little bit of an example so that you can kind of um, see visually what I'm trying to talk about here. So I'm going to be tearing off sheets of paper towel as I'm talking, so pulling off sheets at a time, so that you can start to get what I'm doing here and not trying to figure out what I'm doing. So now you're at a point where you've been eating well for the last, 4 weeks. You've made a commitment to a healthy lifestyle. You're logging your food every day, you're incorporating exercise, you're drinking your water, and you're making sure that you're doing all the right things to live a healthy lifestyle. You're sleeping better, you're taking your supplements, paying attention to what's going on. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're seeing the same person that you've seen looking back at you in the mirror over the last however long. When you see yourself every day, you don't really realize when these nice little subtle changes are starting to happen to your body. And, maybe at this point, you're 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, maybe you run into a friend that you haven't seen for a while. It's like, you're looking good. And you're like, yeah, I feel good. I'm making some good positive choices. But you yourself have not really noticed yet the positive changes because you look at your gorgeous self in the mirror every day. So, using this little example of each piece of paper towel that I'm tearing off is making a good choice when it comes to the foods that you eat, knocking a little workout off at the gym, measuring and drinking all of your water every day. But you still are looking at yourself in the mirror and those little subtle changes are there. Well, I just want you to know that we notice what is happening. And if you can look and see, this is what others are starting to see, all of those positive, good choices that you're making. So maybe you're not seeing it yet, but it's happening for you. And I just want you to keep committing to what you're doing because all those things are super positive. And all of a sudden, one day you're going to look in the mirror and recognize that that person looking back at you looks better, looks healthier, your skin looks better, your clothes are baggy, you need to go and buy yourself a new pair of jeans. And the success of what you've been doing is now in front of you to see. And so it's kind of like the rest of the little steps, all these like little shreds of paper towel. These are all little wins that you don't necessarily get to see, but know that each one of those little positive steps is moving you in the right direction. So, module number 4, number 4, lesson number 1 is about treating your diet like a checkbook and making sure that you're keeping track of your calories, keeping yourself in that calorie deficit range. In order to lose weight, you need to eat less calories and be in that optimum calorie eating range. You also need to be eating enough calories. And this is something that I see happening all the time is that I'm on a diet and I'm only going to eat lettuce and I'm not going to eat that. I'm just going to stick with eating like really low calories and for lunch I'm just going to have an apple and a little piece of cheese. And what happens is you're actually not eating near enough calories. So then your body starts to react and going, what the heck are you doing? And it goes into starvation mode and it starts to save every calorie that you're consuming. So in order for you to be in your optimum calorie range, to lose weight, you need to be eating enough food, but you need to be eating enough of the right foods. So it is also calories in, calories out. And it's important for you to know that every calorie doesn't have to be a super nutritious calorie. If you're eating something that's maybe a couple slices of pizza or a cheeseburger or something that's a lot higher in calories, making sure that you're logging that stuff so that you can see how many calories you've eaten and then offset with some other things like a salad or some fruit or things that are in a lower calorie range so that you can still stay within your required amount. So treat this like a like a bank account. You don't want to go into overdraft because that's going to put you in an unhealthy range if you're not eating enough. And you want to make sure that you're making just the right amount of deposits to keep your account full and healthy and ready for you so that you can do all the things that you want to do in this healthy new body that you're living in. So that's module number 4, lesson number 1. I will see you in the next lesson.